Yo, what's good people, it's Cactus, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you some techniques to make your drill drums way more interesting and unique. To be honest, you can use these methods on any type of beat, but I'm going to be focusing on drill production today. First of all, we're going to need a beat, so I'll make something from scratch, then show you the sauce. So let's get straight into it. Alright, I think I want to make some dark vibes today, so I'm just going to start with a piano, switch it for something else, and see what vibe we can create. So I've got some kind of melody in my head. Let's bring the BPM up though. Let's say we'll go like 144. So I'm starting off with some kind of counter melody. It's really simple. Okay, so I've got somewhat of a melody and a progression, so I just need to build on it. Maybe I could have it like this. Let's invert that too. Yeah, that sounds kind of hard. We could take the bass notes though, pitch those down an octave, same with that one, and then we just need to make it a bit less robotic. I think we need to replace the instrument though. We can definitely find something better. I actually like the sound of this, my own guitar. It sounds kind of sick. That's kind of hard. What I could do is keep that guitar and then we'll have a piano like this soft one, and I could just use the chords or something. Actually, I like the full melody underneath it. Feeling that. Next I want to find another stringed instrument like a pluck sound, just to act as a counter melody. I think something like this could sound sick. I could chop this one. Let's just copy the main melodies over and then we can make that second part a little bit different. Definitely need some low end on that piano though. So I'm just adding a layer of half time. And then I want some kind of bowed string like a violin or this one here, just to accent some of the top notes. And then yeah, maybe switch it up here. And we'll just randomize that a bit. Yeah, that's the one. It's not getting in the way too much. I'm just gonna add some reverb to that main guitar. Just a little bit of chorus too. Bring the mix back. Okay, last thing I'm gonna add is just a pad, and I probably won't even have this in every section, but I just want something to layer the chords with one more time. I like this air drifter pad. Feeling this too. Yeah, this one's more subtle. I think this will work. Okay, that's definitely enough of the melody, so I'm gonna start adding in the drums and then I'll show you the secret sauce. Okay, let's get this 420 counter snare in, and then we'll take this arm snare too. I'm just keeping this first pattern kind of simple. Same with this one here. And then we can just copy that over. Okay, I think that'll do for the pattern. Then as always, I just like to copy that into a second counter snare. But I'm just keeping these at the end of each 4 bar. I'm thinking a rim for this one. Could even layer it. Yeah, let's layer that. I'm just taking some lows out of the instruments, send them all to the same bus. And I'm thinking a gritty 808 in there. Has to be this rider one. I don't really need to go crazy with the slides in this one. Maybe like 3 here, just rising up. I think that 808 will be sick for a hook or just a part where it's a bit busier, but they don't want a separate pattern that's simpler. Then this one up an octave. Sounded crazy. And that's all it needs. Simple pattern. Before I add anything else, I want to show you my technique for making drums more interesting, and that sauce is going to be in Shaperbox 3 from Cable Guys. It's the brand new update to the goated plugin Shaperbox 2. You've probably seen me using Shaperbox in a ton of videos, and you might be thinking, yeah, it's Shaperbox, we've seen you use it, there's nothing new here, but I really don't think people are using it to its full potential. Plus the update's crazy, so I'm going to show you a few things I've been using it for. The first thing I'm going to be using is the brand new Shaper Liquid, which is essentially flanging and phasing. This is actually going on the second count snare, and I'm just going to play around with some of the presets. Set it on phaser. And then if I bring up the stereo width, just makes it a bit wider. Then I can even blend in the mix, just so I have the normal count snare and then the phased version. And then what I'm going to do is add a delay just before Shaperbox. Set that to 2, bring the volume down, set it on ping pong mode. Actually, let's change it to this M1. Just because it gives me an interesting sound right at the end. So this is before, and then after. Next, we're going to add something to the 808. We're going to use Shaperbox 3 again, and we're going to use the drive shaper. So this is going to add some distortion to the 808, but it's going to depend on the shape that I create. And this adds some nice movement to the 808, which I never really hear in beats. We're just going to start with one of the presets. I really like this one here. You hear that? It sounds crazy. Let me solo the 808. Then we could change the distortion style. I like this one. This one's a bit more subtle. And then we could increase that distortion a bit. That sounds mad. And whilst we're on the 808, I'll quickly show you how you can sidechain it easy. So I'm going to add a sidechain here, but we actually need to go to the kick channel first. Right click here and select sidechain to this track. Then in Shaperbox on the 808, just go to the wrench tool, click here, go to processing, make sure this is checked, right click here, and then select kick. It's the only thing we sidechain. Then we can go back to the plugin. Now what you can do is actually use audio triggering, another new feature in Shaperbox 3. So you can either use the current sound to trigger Shaperbox. So for example, every time the 808 hits, it will start from the beginning, or we can click this to activate sidechain. Now you'll see the kick here. So every time the kick hits, we're getting this sidechain duck. And we can see the waveform, so that's a bit too much. I'm going to bring this back. And I only really want it in the lows up until about, could go like 140. So in the mid, I'll bring the mix all the way down. Then in the low, let's bring the mix down a bit. So every time the kick hits, we're ducking the 808, but only in the low frequencies. And we're just taking this amount out. Alright, let's get some perks in there and I'll show you another trick. Just pan these two. Now you probably already guessed it, but we're going to add Shaperbox 3 again. From here, I'm just going to go to the presets because they've added new ones and these ones are crazy. You can even save your own presets too. But I'm going to add this preset for percussions and you'll see why. It's like it added a bunch of perks, but we didn't actually add any more notes. Just going back into the drive shaper because I don't want that distortion on like the low frequencies like the subs. Okay, I'm just going to get one more perk in. Okay, let's get this flam perk in too. Let's try a stomp as well. Alright, just to experiment, I'm sending all of those perks to an empty bus, and we're gonna add shaper box again. Let's have a listen to some of these fill presets. This could be sick for making more drum fills actually. That was kinda hard. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, feeling that one. Yeah, that's the one. So just get creative with it and don't be afraid to try new things on your melodies or drums. If you like the look of Shaperbox 3, I have left a link to it in the description. The video is sponsored by Cable guys, but you should already know by now I don't promote anything I wouldn't use myself. I've used Shaperbox in so many videos since I started, and this is just a beefed up version, so I'd highly recommend it. But yeah, right now I just need to arrange the beat properly. So I only want a drive shaper in this first half, so I'm gonna split everything. Okay, I'm thinking we can start with the guitar. Maybe the piano. We'll just keep those notes in. Yeah, like that. And then we'll bring in the counter snare in here. And then maybe this second guitar. Like here. I definitely need a riser in there as well. And then I'm gonna take this one too. Alright, so coming into the verse, we can start taking stuff out. You know, in the intro, I kind of want it with just the chords as well. Have a break of some of the perks, like this one. Okay, that's it for the arrangement, but I'm hearing a bass guitar as well, just to use instead of the 808s in some parts, like an intro. And then one last thing in the intro, we'll try and pitch it down an octave. Yeah, it's hard. Alright, let's hear it from the beginning. So yeah, in the intro we got the bass guitar and everything else down an octave.
Cactus.
So then we swap to the 808, and this bit's like a pre-hook. We come into the main hook. Crazy. Then that drive shaper on the 808 sounds so sick. So yeah, we got the strings in the pad, just kind of separating the hook. See what I'm saying with those perks? Our Shaperbox just makes it sound crazy. So yeah, we got the guitar down an octave, just the chords. And it picks back up. We just got those two 808 patterns constantly flipping. In this section we've got that second guitar pattern. And then just before the hook, it's kind of like the intro. And everything just comes back in for the hook.